In the bustling heart of Manhattan, where skyscrapers cast long shadows and the hum of city life never ceases, Barron Trump stepped onto the campus of New York University's Stern School of Business in September 2024. At 19, the youngest son of former President Donald Trump and Melania Trump was no stranger to the public eye, yet his arrival at NYU marked a pivotal moment, a transition from the sheltered existence of his childhood to the uncharted waters of college life. Standing at an imposing 6 feet 7 inches, or 6 feet 9 inches, depending on the source, Barron's physical presence was as striking as his family name, drawing curious glances from classmates and sparking a frenzy of blurry TikTok videos that ricocheted across social media. His journey at NYU, however, was not just about towering over his peers or navigating viral fame, it was about carving out a semblance of normalcy in a world that seemed determined to keep him under a microscope. Barron's choice of NYU's Stern School, a prestigious institution known for its rigorous business program and competitive, stern curve, was a departure from the Trump family tradition of attending the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School, where his father and siblings had studied. It's a very high-quality place. He liked it. He liked the school, Donald Trump told the Daily Mail in September 2024, pride evident in his voice. Yet, for Barron, the decision to attend NYU was not just about academics, it was about returning to New York, the city where he spent much of his childhood, and embracing a new phase of independence under the ever-watchful eyes of the Secret Service, his classmates, and the world. A towering figure in a liberal enclave. NYU's Greenwich Village campus, with its eclectic mix of students and liberal leanings, was an unlikely backdrop for the son of a polarizing political figure. The university, often described as a solidly liberal enclave, is known for its vibrant activism and diverse student body. The plaza in front of Stern, the largest gathering space on campus, has long been a hub for student protests, though its business school leans slightly right of center due to its finance focus. For Barron, stepping into this environment meant navigating a space where his family name carried weight, both as a curiosity and a point of contention. Classmates quickly took note of Barron's presence, not just because of his lineage but because of his extraordinary height. He's a physical presence on campus due to his height, but other than that, he doesn't draw much attention to himself, said Aruish, an NYU student, in an interview with the U.S. Sun. At 6 feet 7 inches, or 6 feet 9 inches, as some outlets reported, Barron towered over his peers, earning him the nickname, Trumpquatch, in a Wired article that likened blurry TikTok videos of him to Sasquatch sightings. These short, shaky clips, often set to pop songs like Taylor Swift's Cruel Summer, or Chamillionaire's Ridin', captured Barron striding through NYU's halls. His backpack slung over one shoulder and Secret Service agents trailing discreetly behind. One video, posted on September 10, 2024, garnered 12,000 likes, while another reached 21,000 views, reflecting the campus's fascination with its most famous freshmen. Yet, despite his towering stature and the social media buzz, Barron's campus life was marked by a deliberate effort to blend in. He's trying to be as normal as possible, Aruish noted, emphasizing that Barron avoided leveraging his status as a former president's son to gain influence. His casual attire, polo shirts, beige chinos, and trendy Adidas Gazelles, reflected a desire to fit in with his peers, a stark contrast to the tailored suits he wore during rare public appearances alongside his father. A photo published by the Daily Mail in April 2025 captured this shift, showing Barron leaving campus in a white Ralph Lauren polo and relaxed hairstyle, a far cry from the polished image of his earlier years. The weight of fame and security. Barron's college experience was anything but typical, shaped by the constant presence of Secret Service agents who flanked him in motorcades of black SUVs and stood guard outside classrooms. He's always surrounded by Secret Service members, which makes it difficult for him to have a normal college experience, a classmate told TMZ in December 2024. The agent's presence was a double-edged sword. While they ensured his safety, they also isolated him from the spontaneous interactions that define college life. One student recalled asking Barron to play basketball, noting that he seemed interested but was likely restricted by his security detail. He wasn't really allowed to do stuff, the student said, highlighting the constraints imposed by his high-profile status. The Secret Service's vigilance extended beyond the physical campus. Paul Eklof, a former agent who protected multiple presidential families, explained to The Independent that social media posed a unique challenge. The Secret Service has to monitor social media, he said. If someone tweets out their picture, their location is broadcast, and they could become a target. This reality meant that Barron's every move was scrutinized, not just by his peers but by a global audience eager for glimpses of the elusive Trump heir. Videos of him walking through NYU's halls, often filmed surreptitiously by classmates, fueled a social media frenzy, with hashtags like #BarronWatch and #TrumpTeen trending online. Melania Trump, fiercely protective of her son, played a pivotal role in shaping his college experience. In a September 2024 interview with Fox and Friends, she revealed that Barron had chosen to live at the family's Trump Tower residence rather than in NYU's dorms, a decision she respected. "I could not say I'm an empty nester. It was his decision to live in his home," she said, underscoring her commitment to supporting his choices while keeping him close. This arrangement allowed Barron to commute to campus, a short journey from Fifth Avenue to Greenwich Village, but it also reinforced his separation from the typical dorm life that fosters camaraderie among freshmen. Melania's protective instincts, honed during Barron's childhood in the White House, were evident in her efforts to shield him from the media spotlight. In her 2024 memoir, Melania, she described Barron as possessing a rare combination of intelligence, charm, and diligence, qualities she believed would guide him through the challenges of public life. Social integration, a digital connection. Despite the barriers posed by security and fame, Barron found ways to connect with his peers, albeit unconventionally. Reports from TMZ and other outlets highlighted his passion for video games, which became a lifeline for social interaction. Barron had been asking NYU students for their Discord usernames and gamer tags to play together online, a source told TMZ, noting that he was particularly fond of FIFA, a soccer video game that aligned with his lifelong love of the sport. This digital approach allowed Barron to forge bonds without the physical constraints of his security detail. "It's his communication platform of choice," a source told Page 6 in April 2025, emphasizing that Barron used platforms like Discord and Xbox to maintain friendships while protecting his privacy. His classmates described him as chill and friendly, qualities that endeared him to some despite initial skepticism about his family's political legacy. "He's at Stern, so he's studying business in some way," an insider told People in December 2024. "He's a ladies' man for sure. He's really popular with the ladies." This characterization sparked rumors of a campus romance, with NewsNation reporting in May 2025 that Barron was dating a really nice girlfriend at NYU, marking his first official relationship on campus. The claim, while unconfirmed by Barron or his family, fueled speculation on social media, with some users jokingly proposing matches with figures like Princess Leonor of Spain. Yet, these rumors were tempered by reports that Barron preferred to keep a low profile, often retreating to his room to play video games rather than engaging in the social scene. "He spends little time on campus," a student told TMZ, describing him as someone who hardly exists outside of class. The dichotomy between Barron's public image and private reality was a recurring theme. While some outlets portrayed him as a charismatic ladies' man, others emphasized his reserved nature. "He's sort of like an oddity on campus," said Kaya Walker, then president of NYU's College Republicans, in a Vanity Fair profile that sparked controversy and led to her resignation. Walker's comment, which included a professor's joking remark that Barron doesn't really belong here, reflected the mixed reactions he elicited. Some students expressed sympathy, with one telling the Daily Mail, "I feel really bad for him, he did not choose this life." Others were intrigued, with a classmate admitting, "My mom is going to want me to marry him." These varied perspectives underscored the challenge Barron faced in balancing his desire for normalcy with the weight of his family's legacy. The TikTok phenomenon and media scrutiny. Barron's enrollment at NYU coincided with a surge in social media attention, particularly on TikTok, where students and onlookers alike documented his every move. The Wired article described these videos as Sasquatch-esque, capturing the frenetic energy of classmates eager to glimpse the elusive freshman. One clip, posted by NYU student Grace Rowley, expressed intrigue at Barron's choice of a liberal institution like NYU. "I was shocked and super intrigued that he would choose NYU," she told Wired. "Would love to read his Why NYU essay." The videos, often blurry and set to catchy soundtracks, transformed Barron into a campus celebrity, with millions of views amplifying his mystique. This digital fascination was not without precedent. In 2017, Malia Obama's arrival at Harvard sparked a similar social media frenzy, with students sharing photos and videos of her campus life. For Barron, however, the attention was intensified by his father's re-election campaign and the family's high-profile ventures, such as the cryptocurrency platform World Liberty Financial, where Barron was touted as a DeFi visionary. A resurfaced clip from his childhood, showing a 4-year-old Barron with a $10,000 Louis Vuitton briefcase, went viral in November 2024, garnering over 54 million views on TikTok. The audio of young Barron saying, "I like my suitcase," was remixed into thousands of videos, with one user claiming that NYU students were repeating the phrase in the halls. The media's portrayal of Barron was a study in contrasts. Conservative outlets and influencers, like Justin Waller, praised his versatility, describing him as someone who could start a business that can go public, while also being down-to-earth enough to drink a beer with the individual running his manufacturing facility. Meanwhile, tabloids like the Daily Mail speculated about his romantic prospects, suggesting conservative influencer Maria Arana as a potential match. These narratives often clashed with the accounts of his classmates, who described him as quiet and reserved, more likely to be found gaming online than socializing in person. "He's been quiet in class so far," one student told the Daily Mail, noting that Barron sat at the back of lecture halls and moved quickly to his waiting SUV after classes. Melania's protective shadow. Throughout Barron's transition to college, Melania remained a steadfast guardian, her influence evident in both his living arrangements and public narrative. Her decision to keep Barron at Trump Tower rather than in NYU's dorms was driven by a desire to protect his privacy and maintain a sense of normalcy. "I respect that," she said of his choice to live at home, a decision that likely reflected her own concerns about his safety and exposure. Melania's protective role extended to her public statements, where she consistently emphasized Barron's strength and intellect. During a Fox and Friends appearance in December 2024, she credited him with advising his father to engage with younger voters through podcasts and social media, a strategy that may have contributed to Donald Trump's 2024 election victory. Melania's memoir offered further insight into her bond with Barron, describing him as resolute in his values despite the whirlwind of changes and challenges of his father's presidency. This protective stance was not new. During Barron's childhood, Melania shielded him from the media, enrolling him at Oxbridge Academy under the pseudonym Jack and limiting his public appearances. Even as he entered college, her influence remained strong, with sources suggesting that her desire to keep him close played a role in his decision to attend NYU rather than a school farther from home. Navigating a political minefield. NYU's liberal reputation posed unique challenges for Barron, whose family name was a lightning rod for controversy. In October 2020, 20 faculty members at Stern, including interim Dean J.P. Eggers, signed an open letter calling Donald Trump a threat to the Republic, a sentiment that lingered on campus. While some students expressed openness to judging Barron on his own merits, "He's his own person, so I'm not going to judge," one told the Daily Mail, others were less welcoming. A professor's quip that Barron doesn't really belong here reflected a sentiment that he was an outsider in NYU's progressive ecosystem tech culture. Despite these tensions, Barron reportedly distanced himself from political engagement, with Times of India noting in July 2025 that he had distanced himself from the college Republicans, signaling a lack of interest in campus politics. This choice aligned with his broader low-profile approach, as he focused on his studies and personal connections rather than embracing the political spotlight. Maria Arana, a conservative NYU student, observed a shift in the campus's political climate since Donald Trump's re-election, suggesting Hannah Arendt's concept of double consciousness and its impact on his ability to engage fully in campus life. As Barron approaches the completion of his first year at NYU in 2025, his college life remains a delicate balancing act. He is not expected to graduate until 2028, giving him time to further define his path at Stern. His reported involvement in World Liberty Financial, where he earned a reported $40 million, suggests a keen business acumen that aligns with his academic pursuits. Yet, his focus remains on maintaining a low profile, connecting with peers through gaming platforms, and navigating the complexities of fame with a quiet resilience. Barron's story is one of contrasts, a young man thrust into the public eye yet striving for privacy, a towering figure who moves swiftly through campus to avoid attention, and a student at a liberal institution who shies away from political engagement. His journey at NYU is a testament to his ability to adapt, finding ways to connect with others while preserving the space to grow into his own identity. As Melania noted, Barron possesses a rare combination of qualities that will likely guide him through the challenges ahead, whether in the lecture halls of Stern or the broader arena of public life. Conclusion. Barron Trump's freshman year at NYU's Stern School of Business has been a study in navigating fame under extraordinary circumstances. From viral TikTok videos to rumors of campus romance, his presence has sparked curiosity and speculation, yet he remains an enigma. A 6 feet 7 inches freshman who moves quietly, connects digitally, and carries the weight of a famous name with stoic grace. With Melania's protective guidance and his own determination to forge his own path, Barron's college journey is just beginning, a narrative still unfolding in the heart of Manhattan.